Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Oh man, I don't even know what to talk about today, man. This is going to be a road ramble, man. Road ramble, I think number 3, man. I'm just going to talk about random shit, man. Yeah, man, I just did a webinar and stuff. Y'all gonna see this next week, but I just did a webinar for my subscription site, man. That shit was hot, man. But check it out. One, y'all don't want to be careful of being the standby man, right? Be careful of that, right? I'm gonna tell you why. The standby man is that cat who he's not really what I would call non-select or beta. You know, he ain't the cleanup man. I mean, he's actually like well thought of in the eyes of a woman, but she's gonna be slow about sharing the poo with him, so to speak. Like, she ain't gonna try to have sex with him right away. She's actually, because he's that type, he looks like he's not, like I say, he's not quite a beta, but he's like that guy she knows she could build something with, and plus he's, you know, somewhat sexually appealing to her. What happens with the standby man is that the woman, she'll kind of put him on standby, right? And it can look to the outsider like he's a beta to her or something like that, or she wants him to be an orbiter, but nah, she genuinely, you know, she genuinely wants to get with him, get to know him and stuff. She just not a right away thing. You know, because it's not that guy that she just want to jump his bones right there on the spot. Because women, you know, when I talk about like select, non-select, or any of us talk about like beta, alpha, and all that stuff, omega, understand that women, they'll have several men around them, and, you know, they'll compartmentalize them depending on what they bring into her. Now, there are those guys who do have that sex appeal where if it wasn't for that other guy they try and get to know, or that they trying to sow their wild oats, that they know they'll get with. So usually when they meet that type of guy, they're going to take their time with him. They're going to take their time because they're thinking long term. Remember, even though people like to say, you know, get some dudes on here, they try to say women are dumb and all that. And I'm like, dude, you know, it's just how they think. They do express, you know, their perceptions, how they do things, just in a different way. Once you understand that, it's like really easy peasy. But see, and that's why I'm saying, sometimes you got some good guys, and, you know, women tell them they handsome, they sexy, and a woman would sleep with them, but instead of maybe, you know, first night or something, when they get that dude who's just drop dead sexy, you know, they might wait a few weeks, you know, because they thinking a long term. You know, just understand that. Because sometimes those guys they sleep with right away, or do something with right away, you know, they don't have any long-term plans with those guys. They already know what the guy is for. Despite what women say. See, some women try to say, oh, this guy tricked her or something. That's because she got busted or something and wants to play the innocent role. But women always know. They trust me. They way more into this game than many men are. Right? So you want to be careful of that. And, you know, in a way it's flattering, but in a way it's an insult. Because you just like, well, hold up. You want me to hold up while you're dealing with this other guy over here, right? And it's like, nah. So just kind of recognize that. And, you know, it's up to you as a man what you want to put up with. But just understand that's the case, right? And speaking of which, let me give a shout out to a comment on one of my threads. Man, I'm still getting over this cold and whatnot. Chuck Spencer. Because I forgot which video it was, but he said a man's wife should be his purpose. Something to that effect. And then the women will follow. And that was a very profound statement. You know, I know several dating coaches on here talk about purpose, and that's why everybody should be paying attention to that. Because regardless of, you know, how our different viewpoints, we all agree on the whole purpose thing. gonna tell you what. It's funny, right? Because I check out some women's channels sometimes. I don't comment on them most of the time. But I check out a lot of women's channels and whatnot, right? And it's funny how the woman and she going in on some guys and whatnot. And then the women go in the comments and they'll say, yeah, this guy didn't have any plans, didn't know what he was doing. And I'm going to tell you what, and this youngin', she was a 16-year-old. I worked with her. She was an intern on this job I was on, right? She said it best. She just want a man with a plan. I'm going to tell you what. A man who know where he going in life is appealing to a woman. Like, really know where he going. Now, like, if he's just a sex toy or something like that, she don't care. But, she want that guy who it has a direction. One of the things a man's supposed to do is lead, right? Clock it for later. And one thing, he's supposed to know where he's going. He's supposed to lead. For those who remember my discussion about the house of the man, one of the pillars is the eagle. The eagle sees ahead. Women instinctively know that and search for that in a man, even if they don't consciously know it. A lot of women, it's something about that man. There's something about that man who can plan ahead and everything. Even though a woman by nature wants to be in the moment, at the same time, they'll have like a grudging respect for that guy who can plan ahead. And part of that plan is having a purpose. You know where you're going. And, like I said, some women, they don't realize that. Some women do. They'll say, because they'll deal with a guy who's not on his purpose, not trying to do anything, and they don't like it. They got a problem with him. And they be like, well, I wasted so much time with this guy and he didn't have a plan. Have a plan, and that's just another way of saying your purpose, what you're supposed to do in life, your life mission, Yeah, I ain't had much today, man. Let me give you a few more minutes of some stuff, man. Have that plan, have that purpose, Like, one of the ultimate things, really, is a man should, he got to have something going on outside the woman. Have a life. I mean, have... an inclination like, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing, right? This is how I'm going to carry it, right? Y'all know I like that word carry. All y'all DC cats, man, y'all know. Yeah, I gotta chill out, get something to eat. Yeah. Speaking of which, man, I miss my Moonshine Connect broke up from her man. I ain't had that in a while. I gotta get a hot toddy or something, man. Get some onions and stuff, cut them up, boil them, put some Jack Daniels in that joint. Last time I did that, though, the woman at the liquor store said, shit, just drink this whole bottle of vodka, you be alright. I guess I would be. How you say? I'll be alright. Speaking of which, man, I live in straight redneck country. You be having... I just saw something on somebody's car talking about one shot, one kill. Man, and people comment about how my head be on a swivel. Man, some of these rednecks crazy. Some of them are cool, some of them crazy. Seriously. Yeah, don't be talking about taking away their guns and shit, because they need to mow down that deer and shit with the AR-15. Damn, that's another day, man. I gotta get some deer meat too, man. Damn, why she had to break up from that dude? Anyway, right? Yeah, like I said, I ain't had much today, like I said, road ramble, just something to talk about, the show must go on and everything, yeah, oh, man, I gotta get something to eat and whatnot, but, yeah, hey, look, y'all have a nice day today. Y'all do all that good stuff. Have fun. Stay out of trouble. Don't talk too much shit in my comments and all that stuff, alright? Anyway, I'll let y'all later. Peace.